Hey guys, what's going on? It's Brandon. So I put up some links to, or I will put up some links here in the comments. I put them up on Facebook already. Some links of a guy by the name of Matt Field, and he has a Drift C8. And the one link that I'll put up here in the comments, I'll put up two, but the one I suggest you watch the whole video from top to bottom, because it tells how they built this car. It doesn't have the regular transmission, doesn't even have the regular engine in it, doesn't even have the regular steering rack in it. And something's been going through my mind, but I didn't want to crush my credibility with a false accusation. But I've been wondering about something. Don't assume that I'm saying that this is the fact, but I've been wondering about something. I've been wondering if there's ever times when General Motors actually limits our steering angle, because that would actually explain some things as well, but I don't know, because it's all fly-by-wire. It's not really connected. Since they're limiting brakes, since they're limiting throttle body, since they're limiting your ability to step out the car with the e-diff lockout, I've now since began to wonder, are they limiting the actual steering angle? So the PDR will show the input steering angle, like what you command, but is the car actually giving us full steering angle all the time? Does it ever interfere? That's a big one, guys. If that's happening, I'm not saying it is, but if that's happening. But anyway, when you watch his videos, I was already thinking about this last week. It's really been going through my mind a lot. But when you watch his videos, this Matt Field guy, he talks about the idea of them trying to use the steering rack from the C8 on the drift car, and all the pros and experts said no. It's a smart steering rack. It needs to know the yaw rate of the car, and this of the car, and that of the car, and blah, 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 blah. And he explains it perfectly. And he's like, so we couldn't use that steering rack. It was too smart. And that really concerns me, because that would actually bring some validity to the fact that when we get into these really crazy situations, it feels like the car doesn't let us step it out, and that would be because it's limiting steering angle. Also, potentially, I'm not saying it is, but it's a possibility, guys. So anyway, I just wanted to, so the guy does a great, fantastic job. Okay, so that's enough of that. I would highly advise you subscribe to him than any of the other YouTubers that are the typical C8 YouTubers. Start watch this guy's car, what it can do, and realize where I'm trying to go in general with what these cars should be able to do. So with that said, kind of the same topic, and I'm gonna have to stay vague. I'm sorry, because I'm filing patents on things, and some things are still top secret. But all I can tell you is, for those of you who say, well, I could never have a car like that, that's way too extreme. Just be patient, because there's a happy medium. And I'm not saying he made a mistake going the direction he did. I would, if I was doing what he did, I would fully do what he did, okay? He did a great job. But there is a happy medium to be found, guys. And I'm going to help everybody find it. And that's an undercover Indiana cop right there. Interesting. See, we're in Ohio, and that's an undercover Indiana SUV. It's weird. So anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so I told you yesterday that I went to a new machine shop. The dude had me a drawing this morning at 7 a.m. And I actually sent him a revision last night at 1 or 2 a.m. real late, right as I was going to bed. Something dawned on me. I'm like, oh shit, there's a better way to do this yet. And I sent him a revision. He sent me across a drawing this morning at 7. So these guys are super excited to do this. They see what I'm doing. They see the potential here, what it means, what I'm up to. They don't know this yet, but ultimately I'm going to combine the current gizmo that they're building into yet another gizmo, and that combination of those two gizmos will be able to be patented all together, standalone patent. For instance, right now, there's a company who has some cool stuff. Forgive me for forgetting what their name is. Innovative Racing or something like that. Racing Innovation, something like that. They have a lot of oil, AN adapter kind of stuff. They've got a couple patents on a couple things. This is like up that alley. What I'm about to create, there could be patents on. And it's not just for the C8, it's for all cars. Because what I'm looking for, it does not exist. It really blows my mind that it doesn't exist. And again, I'm not going to rant and rave about that. I'm just going to build the gizmo and get it patented. So anyway, just this whole thing is going to the strategy that manufacturers are using to implement planned obsolescence on certain devices in their vehicles. I'm about to have the patent on the solution on more than one vehicle. It's not just a C8. And it's not just the vehicles that use the C8 transmission, like the MC20 and the, Mustang GTD. It's not just those either. It's becoming like a theme. Everybody's like catching on, and they're potentially about to make me very wealthy. All these other manufacturers falling into the same boat as General Motors and Tremec. So, not very wealthy, but good money. So, I more look forward to putting together a documentary that everybody can keep up with and see that I'm not just a complainer, we actually solve things. And I think once you guys understand the magnitude of what all I had to unravel, you'll soon realize why it's taken so long. And I was really hoping that General Motors was going to come out with the Grand Sport, and that there would potentially be a manual transmission Grand Sport, so maybe there's a beefed up mechanical diff coming along for the C8. It's just not. Everybody told me that wasn't happening. People were like, nope, that's not happening. And I was really hoping that it wasn't going to be an e-diff manual, but it sounds like it's going to be an e-diff manual if they do a manual fly-by-wire C8, which is a shame. So anyway, check out that Matt Field links. I'll put them in the description below. I'm on my way to Home Depot right now. I appreciate Jeff Noob, or whatever his name was. He said screw the threads into metal. I don't have any metal threads of that size, so I'm on the way to Home Depot to try to find some to screw it into on the PVC pipe to deburr it. But also, I realized that Home Depot actually carries the threaded elbow in that size, 1.5, whereas Lowe's did not. So that's really what I need, because I'm creating like a little fill port at the top corner of the tank that I can like literally just put a hose inside. That way I don't have to screw a hose to it. I just put the hose inside the thing, and it'll actually go inside the tank, and then I can just fill it up real fast, you know what I'm saying? Regardless what the hose size is and blah, blah, blah. So that's what I'm up to. I gotta take a left, buddy. People are weird, man. I gotta take a left right here, and the guy's freaking out. We're going 20, and I didn't even cut the guy off. Like, there was plenty of room. I just had to get over. Like, what's the big deal about now you have your same gap you had a second ago? I just had to take a fucking left. And I just got on the road because I got off the highway. It's like, people are not logical. Anyway. There's plenty of things to get mad about when people really can't drive. That was not a situation where I couldn't drive. That was a situation where that guy was just mad. Alright, so anyway, going in here to Home Depot. That's all I got for that video, I think. Wow, this place is weird to get into. I came in through the back door, apparently. Which is sketchy because nails and stuff. Like never been inside this Home Depot before. It's hidden. It's not on the main road. It's back in an alley behind a car dealership. And there's a post office back here. That's weird. Weird. This is so bizarre. I'm in a Home Depot parking lot, and I'm in the post office. I'm like now in the post office. And I don't want to be. I want to go to Home Depot. You gotta be fucking kidding me. How do I... These people are looking at me like I'm nuts, which I'm sure is fair. This is so bizarre. I've never seen a post office in the back of a fucking Home Depot before. It's like a... Help us all. Bam, 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 bam. Help us all. Help us all. Bam, 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 bam. Every time I try to go to Home Depot, I end up in the post office. Every time I try to go to Home Depot, I end up in the post office. Alright, that's all I got for that video. See ya.